Hey guys, Luke here, and we're back, and this is the Dream Team World Tour, or whatever I'm going to call it. Still not sure, but I think this is episode 3? Episode 4, one of them. And we're taking on Team Redheads, or I'm not sure what I'm going to call it, but, you know, the Redheads side. So let's get into it. I've got the team lineup in front of me, so I guess I could go through it now. So we have Jones, Green, Reed, well actually I should say the Green, it's Nathan Green on the wing. We got Reed, Monaghan, Riley, Keating, Wallace, Galloway, Symonds, Graham, Napa, Edwards, Mckinnon, Ryan, Harrison, Farrell and Green, or Jay Green. So that was the lineup. And I didn't even get into the game, so let's just go over onto Dream Team. What a foul by me, but let's not get too worried by that. Let's get straight into it. So we'll start off with the fullback. Now I won't put any, don't think I'll put any photos or anything like that. Not worth it, but look at all these redheads here. I was a little bit worried that some of them wouldn't have red hair. Like James Graham, he's got blonde hair in this, but it's kind of reddish. Oh, what a play there. Beam. Oh, I couldn't get the pass off. God damn. And then Smith gets tackled. But yeah, this is probably, in ability wise, it's probably one of the worst sides. The reserve graders in here. I mean, look, Ben Jones here. Ben Jones is the fullback. We started off with him. He's former Rooster, I think. Cowboy, I think, as well. I'm not sure any other teams he's played for, but yeah, pretty average. I think he was an outside back. I think he played for the Indigenous All-Stars, so he's Aboriginal or something. He has red hair. I'm not sure. He must be like 1/20th or something, but he's somehow Aboriginal with red hair. I mean, I suppose it's possible. It's just not common, I guess. But let's not get racist here, because it's not what it's about. Well, I don't think I was really being racist, but I don't want people to think that there was any in there, so I'll get away from that. So yeah, Jones kicking the ball here. I don't even know if he's left-footed. I don't really particularly remember him that much. I just remember him, you know, being an okay back, but actually probably not even okay. He was probably shit, let's be honest. If he's hasn't been around for ages, and you know he's not old or anything, he's probably like, if he was good, he'd be hitting his prime. Oh, what a play! And I couldn't get the offload away. That would have been such a good try. Let's get it to Semi. Oh, what a try! What a try! Sean Johnson, take a bow. Well, me, take a bow. With Sean Johnson. Let's have a look at this. Just puts it through there. It's hard to tell who they are. John Monaghan's on 4 there. But yeah, look, we've gone through Ben Jones. So he's a pretty average player. Going to our wingers, Nathan Green and Chris Riley. Now Chris Riley's from the Super League. I forget what side it is. Wakefield or someone, maybe. Not Wakefield. Warrington. I don't know. Super League fans, leave in the comments who. There's a few Super League players in there, so just leave where they're from. I'd really appreciate it. Some of them might not even be playing Super League anymore. So yeah, our wingers, yeah, like I said, Green, he's pretty shitty, like winger / centre, and I see like they seem to pick him all the time, and I don't really see why. He's got a brother who's in this side too, so yeah, that's quite interesting. The only brother pairing in this side. And so I'm really happy with we hit our form with this side. Yeah, so really good stuff there. Gonna go to Hayne. Don't lose it. So we got another set of 6 here. As you know, in this game, the thing's a little bit weird. So as soon as they hit someone, it's pretty much 6 to go, nearly every time. Let's put in a little grubber. Yeah, John Monaghan tackled in goal. So you have Riley. I don't really know him. I just went through the Super League side and was looking for people with red hair, and he had red hair, so I was like, good enough for me. And we slotted him in that side, and he is a winger, so it was kind of good because I was looking for a winger. Yeah, because it's kind of hard because there's not too many people. It's hard to pick people based on position when there's so little redheads. It's why, like you see when we get to the hooker position, well, I've already said it, Tom Symonds is the hooker, which says it all really. There was no hooker that was kind of available. I mean, Ben Jones has played hooker. I saw in New South Wales Cup, I think he's playing for like Newtown or someone, and he's playing hooker, but at the same time I couldn't find another back, so we had to go with that. Here we go. Greg Inglis. Get to it. Come on, Burgess. That is a try saver, Bossy. Good on you. Put it up. Come on, Inglis. That is shit, Inglis. You let Keating get it. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. Oh, so I suppose we're going through the wingers. Go to the halves. So you just saw it there. Kris Keating and Peter Wallace. Now, if you kind of been out of the loop for a little while and you think, Kris Keating, isn't he that blonde-headed kid? Yeah, he was a blonde-headed kid, but I think we realise now that he was like bleaching his hair or whatever. So it was bleached blonde hair, as you can tell. If you just go look him up while he's at Parramatta, you'll see it. But then by the time he come to Bulldogs, he had red hair. So obviously no redhead is gonna like want it by choice, really. It just happened. So you wouldn't be dyeing it, so it doesn't make sense for him to be dyeing it, and it's still red now, I believe, was in the Super League, so definitely a redhead who was trying to fake it for a while, and yeah, he got exposed. I'm not sure why he wouldn't stop dyeing it, but maybe he just went, stuff it. Yeah, so and then we have Peter Wallace, Pigwell, probably the captain of the ringer side. You know, he is a good player, probably the best player ability, or actually James Graham probably the best ability wise in this side, but Wallace is probably second, followed by Keating or someone, I don't know. Yeah, he's a good player, Wallace, and he's also been representing the Redheads since about 2007. Whoever it was, he kicked the field goal for Penrith in his debut against Broncos, and then he went up to Broncos with some other Redheads, fellow Redheads, with Jack. Actually, I forgot the centres. With Jack Reed's centre, I guess it kind of segues onto Jack Reed for my comments here. Yeah, so Jack Reed and John Monaghan are the centres. Now, John Monaghan, we know he's a good player, but I mean, realistically, he never was really that bad off the field, apart from the one incident that we know of. But you know, getting a dog to lick your testicles or your penis or something, not the best look. But yeah, he did it, and now he's paying the consequences. He pretty much can't come and play back in Australia, which I'm sure he didn't particularly want to leave. But yeah, it's another one of the Raiders lads who went off the chains and just went crazy. And he was a rep player at the time too, I believe. So yeah, he was a good player. And then Jack Reed also, he's an England international. So, you know, there are a few good players in here. I was just saying before that Peter Wallace and James Grant are only good players, but we got a really good centre pairing there. So, yeah, John Monaghan and Jack Reed are the centres. And also Jack Reed, he's probably, you know, a candidate to be captain of this side. Been around for a little while, pretty good experience, and he's a decent centre. So, yeah, I was onto the forwards now. So, Galloway, another good forward. Two good props here, Galloway and James Graham. Now, Graham, like I said on here, he has blonde hair. It's hard to tell if he's a blonde. Like, is he officially a redhead? I don't know. This Red Rider's going to score here. Great try. Like I said before, the ability of this side isn't that great, so we should smash him. Yeah, so, we'll make some subs, because we haven't used them in a few episodes. We'll bring on Bird. Yeah, it looks pretty good here. Yeah, so Graham, he is blonde in some photos, and other photos he's ringer. So I'm not entirely sure. I can't believe that went over, but whatever. Yeah, but I saw he's been listed as a redhead on a few different sites and that sort of stuff. So I was like, you know what, just put him in there. And then Keith Galloway, although he's bald now, I'm pretty sure he has red hair. It's hard to tell, but you can see he's right there, he's bald, but he has red beards and all that sort of stuff, so he's a redhead, and we're going to take him, we're going to claim him. He's a decent player, so yeah, perfect for our side. We just what we needed, another good forward. Matt Scott's through here. Sonny Bill, pumps off one, just draws and passes Inglis. And then Brett Morris scores. I actually thought Inglis was going to get to the line, but whatever. So quickly before I run out of time, I'm going to get into the second rows. And that's Dylan Napa and Joel Edwards. Dylan Napa, obviously the Roosters player. Talked about it in the previous episode, the king of the dog shots, whatever. But he's a redhead. He did represent Cook Islands at the World Cup. So I thought that was kind of funny. Like, you have all other like Polynesian lads, and all of a sudden you get this like white skin, like full on, like not what am I looking for? If you've seen Sheamus from the WWE, that's what he looks like. Pale as, like pale, pale white redhead in a team full of Polynesians. Like he stood out like I don't know. I keep going for all these like little like puns, and then like halfway through it, I realised, oh, I don't remember the rest of it, so I just have to abort. Oh, and Sonny Bill just dominating. Yeah, so Dylan Napa, he's in there. Ability-wise, he's pretty good, but he is young. And then we got Joel Edwards, who's also another young one. I get him and Alex Mckinnon mixed up, and Alex McKinnon's also in the side at lock. No, he's injured and all that right now, but you know, kind of need him in the side, otherwise we won't have a redhead side. Actually, I don't even know if there's any more redheads in either Super League or NRL at this stage. But yeah, so we got Edwards and McKinnon, who I get mixed up all the time. Edwards is a Raider, McKinnon the Knights. You obviously know who Alex McKinnon is now. But yeah, Joel Edwards is the dude who I don't really rate too much on ability, but lately he's been dropping people left, right and centre with massive hits, so he's starting to win me over. I was going for a big hit there on Riley with Hayne. So we get to the bench here, and we got Matt Ryan, who is a former Eels. I think he left mid-season. He's not the dude who punched, I think that's all good who punched Mad Eye, but I get them mixed up too, even though they're not both redheads, but they're both called Matt. Yeah, so Matt Ryan, I don't know who he's playing for, but he's in the Super League. So yeah, Super League people, leave a comment. But he's another redhead, former Eels player. And then we have Daniel Harrison. So I was kind of clutching at straws here because there was no one left. Like it was really hard to find people. So Daniel Harrison had to be. He's played for the Eels. Currently in Manly. I think he's going to London Broncos next year. I thought he was going to be a really good player, but he never did turn out to be anything special. Pretty average player, let's be honest. Like that's why he's going to play for the London Broncos, who've been relegated. So playing second league, Super League, so says it all. And then we have Liam Farrell, I think his name is. I think he plays for Wigan or someone like that. He was a redhead. I don't know much about him, but I just know that he's a redhead, and he's worth putting in. He's a forward, so it kind of fit in with the side. And then the final player is Jon Green. We had Nathan Green before, and Jon Green, he's played at the Bulldogs for a little while. He's been around since like 2007, and he has barely played, so ability-wise not that great. Probably goes down with his brother. They're squad players really at best. That's the honest truth. But yeah, he's another redhead, and he fits the team, and that's our 17. Kind of fit in like perfect timing, really. Went for a big shoulder charge there. Unfortunate what's happened to Alex McKinnon, but he's a redhead, and yeah, worth having in the side, I think. So yeah, it's coming to the end of the episode. Pretty much just going to play this, probably like one more tackle. We'll try and thread a little grubber through, and that's it. Yeah, didn't work out, but we win. And yeah, I'd like to say thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you did, I would ask you to please leave a like, because it's quite important to small YouTube channels. People see the likes and go, oh, must be a good video then. Yeah, so if you could leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 400 at this stage. Hopefully by the time the video is up, I might have 400, who knows. But yeah, first pick that man of the match. Yeah, so subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you for the next episode, which is, I'm not sure who will be against, but it'll be another one just like this with the Dream Team. See you guys. Bye.